Hey, g'day, welcome to the channel. My name's Neil. This is my first ever YouTube video, so please be gentle. I'm going to introduce you to my hobby, obsession, whatever you want to call it, Land Rover shed. I have a little problem with series Land Rovers. As you can tell, I've got one, I've got two, I've got a third one at the front there, and various bits and bobs. But anyways, I'm going to introduce you to my latest acquisitions. This one behind me here is a 1976 model Land Rover Series 3 game. It's a short wheelbase special edition for the Australian market, and I'm going to show you around that truck and tell you a little bit about what my plans are for restoration. So this is the 1976 model Series 3 game. She's in very sad condition. Starting with the front and the chassis. The chassis is a weak point in all these older series Land Rovers, and this one's no different. It is absolutely rusted out. It's quite sad to see, actually, but yeah, there's lots of holes in the chassis, and any steel parts that are on this vehicle, the front radiator panel, it's rusted out. Stick your finger through it, and the firewall's in pretty tragic shape. It's sat with the bonnet open, I'd say, in the wreckers yard, and the rusted out frame shows that. The spark plugs are missing from the engine, and the engine is locked up solid, and there's a bit of milk in the oil, so I'd say the engine is completely toast, but that's okay. We can either rebuild, or we have a cunning plan on that. The other metal part in these cars is the firewall, and this firewall is particularly tragic as well. It's rusted out on the top rail, in the middle, and down the bottom where the feet are. It's yeah, it's got more holes in it than you can poke a stick at. In fact, if you poke a stick at, you poke more holes in it. So yeah, unfortunately the firewall I don't believe is salvageable. This vehicle is number 113, not very well stamped there. Anyways, 113 of about 300. It's a 4-cylinder petrol Series 3 game, 1976, and yeah, it's I've just taken the number plates off it because it's going to be getting pulled down and restored, but do not lose them. But yeah, I'll show you around this vehicle. So it's complete. It's essentially missing only one or two parts to be 100% complete. Some of the interior bits are missing, so the black seat bases have gone walkabout sometime. And you can hear by the rust falling out of it. The door frames are rusted out. Firewall, as we said, is the Freddie Flintstone edition. You stick your feet through them if you push too hard. A lot of rust in this vehicle. The actual metal subframe for the dash is all rusted out, and you can literally just pull it to bits. So unfortunately, a lot of these metal parts are not salvageable, but I do have spares and lots of other bits that I've acquired. So my plan is to restore this vehicle back to original condition. The interior is pretty good. It's pretty much complete. The rear seats are missing their bases, but I do have a complete set of rear seats up on the shelf there. And we will refurbish and reupholster as necessary. So the inside is a little bit sad and tragic, but this vehicle is going to be able to give its good parts up, and we'll be able to restore it to as new condition. Has all the correct original wheels, the Pico Star steel wheels. These are going to need to be refurbished, sandblasted back to bare metal, and painted again, but they're all in good condition. There's 5 of them. It's got the original swing away wheel mounted. The chassis, as you can see, is just rusted out. Really sad to see that, but yeah, it's had its day. There's more rust than metal, unfortunately. It's all held together by paint, but inside it's fairly clean and tidy. It's got the sliding windows. The window runners are going to need to be refurbished with new tracks. Rear doors in one piece. I don't know how, because it's quite rusted out, but you can get new frames, and I've actually got another rear door that I should be able to refurbish and use. So it's all fairly complete. moving around, it's got the rear steps that Series 3 games that came out with, which is one of the unique features. One of the parts it is missing one of these rear wheel arch flares. They're unique to this model, so I'm going to have to track one of them down. That's going to be a bit of a mission. It's got the original devil yellow paint. In some places it's actually in pretty good nick. In other places it's worn down to bare metal, so it's going to require to be rubbed back and resprayed. But it's all original. There's nothing that's been changed too much on this vehicle. That's the original game decals. There is unfortunately a couple of dents in the wings. That's what happens when you live in a wreckers yard. Moving around to the driver's side here, as you can see, holes through the floor plates, footwells, and the actual bottom of the firewall is, yeah, it's just completely rusted out. It's a real shame, but anyways, we will be able to refurbish this car, and my plan is to get it into good driving condition, refurbished with a paint job, all original parts, back on the road, fully registered, possibly on historic plates, and get it running again. It is 99% complete. There are a few things that are missing, but being a Land Rover tragic, I have spares. So that's my Series 3 game. My plan is to remove it from the chassis and put it onto what I have here is a rolling chassis with the correctly painted firewall in silver, rust free, as you can see, absolutely immaculate. And the chassis is also rust free. It's just a little bit dusty. But the plan is to pop it on top of this, the body on top of this rust free chassis with a new firewall, and we'll be able to refurbish it from the ground up. It's going to be a labour of love. I've got some spare parts. There's some tub stiffeners, some ribs. I've got a new front radiator support panel because the other one's rusted out. I have some grills, I have some other parts at the back there, but basically I have enough pieces here to be able to complete this vehicle and do it justice. The idea is it's going to be as close to original as possible. It's not going to be a tribute car, it's going to be a restored original car, all the original tags and chassis numbers. The engine number will have to change, unfortunately, because that engine is toast. But yeah, that's the plan for this little 1976 short wheelbase Series 3 game. Yes, that's the end of the video for the first video I've ever done. Yeah, I'm going to go through the restoration process. I'll try to show most things that I do. At this stage, I've just brought it home from the wreckers, so it's sitting in my shed and I'm starting to clean the rust out of it. I've already got at least one garbage bin full of rusty bits, and it's leaving bits of rust all over my floor, which is, it's a mess anyways, I know. But yeah, we've got enough parts here to be able to restore it back to original, and most of the bits on it are actually in pretty good condition. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe, by all means hit the subscribe button, that'd be great. If you've got anything you'd like to add, or if you're a Land Rover expert that wants to give me some tips, that'd be fantastic. I'm just mumbling my way through it. I do like Land Rovers as a hobby, but I'm no expert. And if you've got a right-hand rear Series 3 short wheelbase game flare and you'd like to sell it to me, I'm sure we can negotiate a price, because I'm chasing one of them at the moment. Anyways, yeah, about a fortnight's time I should have another video out if you're interested. Alright, thanks for that. Catch you next time. Bye.